Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's me, DJ King. In this video, this is I guess I can say the finale for the 1 month carry of my extra, extra large drenched Kurt Geiger Kensington bag. And you guys, this month was easy. The bag was great. And it's great. So I'm gonna show you, give you an update on the wear and tear, because that's what we always like to see. And let me snap it up so that, all right, so here she is. I had her on today, and let me get close so you can see my top to see how this is like, what, black, and it's like, it's not this color, but it's like a brown shade. So of course you know the bag went with that. And there we go. I can do it this way. It coordinated. I have gotten so many compliments from this, carrying this bag from work, being in grocery stores like Walmart, being at the malls. It's been great. I have not taken out any of my accessories. I was going to switch them out the last time when I did the update after 2 weeks. Everything was working fine, so I just kept everything the same way. So that way, the same amount of weight was in the bag, plus the added papers and junk that ends up getting added over time. And it was a true carry. So again, we always like to see if it's going to be wear and tear on new bags that are new to us. This one is my very first Kurt Geiger, so I didn't know how wear and tear would go. And even though it's only been a month was long enough for me to kind of tell if I was going to have any wear and tear, if any. So here's the front. Here are the corners. And it's currently feels like it's like 80 degrees outside. So she has definitely sat in the car, like sitting at the stop signs and traffic lights, and the sun is beaming down on her. Because I like the fresh air. I also like the air conditioning, but on days when it was hot, sometimes you just want the fresh air to hit you till you start sweating, then you turn the air on. But my Eagle is still standing. Nothing, no issues there. I love the fact that this bag has these 2 snaps. I've had no issues with this. This is what the inside of my bag looks like. And I think the only thing I may have added is this. And this is one of those Betsey Johnson little, it looks like the old school cigarette pouches that people used to keep their cigarettes in. I don't smoke, I just added this. It has an extra sanitizer in it. So it has the Bath and Body hand sanitizer spray, that I like to carry. And then I had some extra wet wipes, because with more stuff basically opening up, I'm going in and out of more places and out and about a little more, so I needed to pack backups of everything. And this is just one. I think I had this in another purse before. It has a little chain strap there that you can take off, and the little cat face. So that was the only thing I added. And it didn't necessarily have to coordinate, but it just happened to. So that was in there. And let's just get in here. The infamous Vera Bradley is still in there holding on. Pencil case from Kate Spade. I still have my Dooney and Burke Carrington in here in Oyster. It has held up and stretched out to capacity. Feminine product. The nail thing I had in the back there. Still using my Coach Rose Bouquet as coins, and cards are in here. This here I did add also. So see, some stuff did add up. This here I used as a tech pouch, because as you can see, right here, for instance, I cannot seem to keep all my chargers in one spot, so I was trying in here. So that is all this was for. This is just a little Ipsy pouch. So extra chargers and my earbuds and stuff is in there. And these are so small and compact. It's basically the size of the Coach pouch. Usual papers. And oh, I did switch out something. Okay, so my rose bouquet, the extra, the one that looked like the pencil case, cosmetic pencil case looking thing that I had, I switched into this because at one point I was going to switch out for the weekend and use a smaller bag, and so I said, well, let me use this. Didn't end up switching the bag because I was like, no, I want to carry this, and I just never switched back. So this is the clear little plastic pouch from Walmart, and I just put everything that was in the rose bouquet cosmetic case, I just put it in here. More papers, receipts, work phone, extra mask, my medicine, more papers, and here's all my keys. In this back pocket, more papers. So like I said, I have, here's my little duck from Suz, lip balm that has rolled out, snack for the little one because I knew I was going to be out and about for a minute, extra receipts. I was buying them some summer clothes because everybody is outgrowing stuff. And so that's it. So all that was in here, and there's some torn up paper and a cough drop wrapper that I had. And so the inside still looks great besides the loose papers that are in there. Back pocket, the chain, there is no scratching. The little O-rings where the chain goes through are still intact. And I know to some they're thinking, why would that be? You just don't know, because when you're constantly opening and closing or the chain is going through, you don't know if it will loosen up. The back, nothing there. Here's the chain on both sides. I have no scratches on the chain. No paint has chipped off. So definitely considered other Kurt Geigers, because this one was such a great, and this right here is soft, there's nothing in it, it still goes back to the same shape. The piece of, I'm gonna say cardboard or whatever, still in there. On this part, nothing there. And while I'm thinking about it, I had no color transfer on the bag whatsoever. The Kurt Geiger stamp is still on there. None of the letters rubbed off. And the bottom, like I say, one corner, two corners, 3, 4, the back of the bag. And again, this is in this drenched brown color. So it's still light enough to where if I had on dark denim, I did not know if color transfer was going to happen, but I actually had on my denim dress that you all, I think, have seen in a video, and I've had on denim jeans I don't know how many times with this, so I have no evidence of no color transfer anywhere. And I always kept the bag with the opening facing out. I never carried it this way. I know some people probably carry theirs this way so nobody can open it, but I always had that part out because it's a statement bag. So the eagle was out. And even with me having on printed clothes, the bag went. If I had on solid colors, the bag went. So no issues there. And even with the little flap here, there is no corner wear or stitching or anything showing anywhere. And it's little stuff like this that people are concerned about, because you don't want to be walking around and thinking your bag looking good and then you got strings hanging or the little cushions deflating on you. And that's another thing. I know I joked about that in the last video, but sometimes, you know, you never know. You really don't know. And I was so new to the brand, I was like, well, let me really do a thorough carry. And I typically don't carry a bag for a month, but I said it was easy after being in it a week. I said, okay, I can do 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, oh, I could easily carry it for a month. It was no issue. So let's look at the chains, because that's what everybody's curious about as well. And hopefully you can see close enough to where if there was any paint chipping, you would see whatever color is under here, it would just show. And let me turn it over. And then on the other side of the strap, and even where the rings are attached, nothing. And that's constantly going, you know, up and down like that. And sorry if that went out of focus. So I'm very pleased with the bag. And after a month, even if I saw a scratch or something on the chain, at least I knew I carried it a month and could kind of weigh my options if I wanted to pursue getting another one. But doing like this, I never really, I may have carried it one time, if that, but most of the time I carried it by double strap. So the chain going through here up close, I don't see any wear and tear. Let me see. So it might be a little rubbing, if you can see it right there, and that's on this ring. And it looks like, I can't say silver. Well, I guess it's silver. So maybe whatever the drenched brown color is over silver metal, but I'm just not seeing that as I'm showing you all. But if the chain is constantly going through here, to me, I would expect some wear and tear because it's a chain going up against another hard piece of metal. So that's the only place I see wear, is just in that part. And honestly, I don't know how anybody would even see that, because even when I'm carrying the bag, with me having it this way, you can't see that from here because it's so small, and carrying it this way, nobody sees that part. And another thing while I'm thinking about it, with me carrying it with the 2 straps and my arm is constantly on top of the bag, you know it's getting hot outside. It's been hot here. So just from the oils from your arm, I have none on here. And even with me wearing, say like if I had on a, not a wool sweater, but so like a sweater that had texture or something to it, you still don't see anything that rubbed off on here. You don't see any lint or anything. So I'm very pleased with the way it has held up. Now I am going to switch into something else for Mother's Day. And I am going to switch in, because the first, I believe, is this coming weekend. So whatever I switch into, you all will see it on Saturday. And yeah, so I have nothing but great things about this bag. Granted, I've only had it a month. It was a birthday bag from the hubby. I literally moved into it, what I say, April 1st. And then I knew I wanted to move out by the end of April so that I could start out May with a different bag. And I'm not sure what I'm going to move into next, but it will be something I have not carried before, because that's still my goal, to use a bag or accessories that I have not used. So I'm getting use out of all my items. And I definitely wanted to come on here as promised to give you the update. So if you have not seen the other video after 2 weeks, just so if you want to see how it looked then versus now, not really much of a difference, except I just didn't see, well, I don't think I had anywhere here when I showed you the 2-week video. So it's been officially a month now, and just from where the chain goes in and out. But even with that being said, I did not see any scratches or paint coming off of the actual chain. So, but I guess me just thinking, if the chain has to come in and out of here and it's constantly going to rub up against that, you may possibly have some paint chip off of this. So I don't know if maybe that'll take a year or 2 for that to happen, to where it's noticeable and you don't want to carry the bag anymore, or if it'll be so minute like that was, you won't notice it unless you're like all up on it like that and you can see it. But I'm totally getting use out of my bags, so I can't be so paranoid, oh, I don't want the chain to scratch or I don't want the paint to chip off. So after carrying it a month, and that's the only wear that I had was just from where the chain was coming in and out of the holes there, I'm good with that. That's to me expected wear. So I'm pleased, and I hope this review has helped someone that maybe was thinking about this bag or that has this bag, so they can kind of see, you know, how the bag looks. It still pretty much is holding its shape for the most part, as you can see. And not to say if you get this bag or a different Kurt Geiger bag, your chain wear might be different because you might carry your bag differently. You may carry yours like this mostly, and you might have indentations there or something because that's the only way you carry it. So everybody carries their bag differently. You might weigh your bag down with more stuff than me, so your bottom part might look different than mine after a month. So this is just DJ King's review of after I carried it a month. So just wanted to come on and show you this. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.